global community of entrepreneurs empowering countless people to live a Type 5 life. Come, join us in this exciting journey to a Type 5 life of freedom.
Hi everyone.
Hello everyone. So I love this way of sharing this platform so everyone can learn from each other
and help each other build a global organization.
Yes, go Type 5.
Jacqueline from Las Vegas. So excited to share with you why I love this platform. Incredible life for me that I've designed where I could work anywhere, be anywhere, and with the people that I love. And so the business goes with me. Join us and let's go Type 5 together.
Hola, mi nombre es Patricia Costa, administradora de empresas, y le ayudo a las personas a descubrir sus verdaderos sueños, a desarrollar la creencia para lograrlos y a tomar la acción necesaria para cumplirlos, para que así se conviertan en grandes líderes y dejar en este mundo un gran legado. Únete a nosotros. Let's go Type 5 together.
Do you want to be part of a meaningful movement? Would you want to have the opportunity to make a positive impact in the world? Are you ready to become Type 5? If you would like to know more about becoming Type 5, get back to the person who sent you this video and tell them that you are an A type of person. If now is not yet the right time, we understand, and we wish you all the best in your endeavor.
Okay, here he comes. Please welcome Mr. Philip Chung. Hey.
Hello. Thank you, Muwan, for your introduction. So today we have no translation, right? Only English speaking. Is that correct, Muwan? Oh,
right.
By the way, I cannot hear you. I cannot hear
translation,
you.
Only English.
Oh, yeah, only. That's good. All right, very good. So anyway, since there are quite a bit of also Korean participants in here today, I would love to say, 안녕하세요. And 먹고 and 배고파요. Right now I'm in Turkey, Istanbul. Nothing can stop me to share great news to everyone in the world. So right now it's 3 p.m. in here. Yes, I travel around the world. Just for a second, I want to make sure. I travel around the world for many, many years to empower people with my visions to become the best of themselves by becoming Type 5 person. And I call this philosophy of success. At the same time, I also empower people. They can visualize their success before they can succeed. That means they 100% believe they can succeed, even they are not yet succeed. Called visualization of the success. And maybe in other words, I also let the ordinary people knows. I also let lots of people to know about why an ordinary people can achieve a huge success 5, 10, or even 20 times faster than elite person in the world. So overall, I call this philosophy of success. So when I travel to empower people, and most of the time, I do it regardless of any financial interest most of my time. I won't say 100%, but most of my time when I travel, I do it for other people without any financial interest. And I love to do it, right? So, and when you just watch the video, they play my introduction video, I am looking forward to see more Indian face in my video when the Indian market open. That is what I'm looking forward to. See more Indian face inside the video together with other partners from the world. That is what I want. Okay. So, and then, that is philosophy. But the topic today is business opportunity meeting. Business opportunity meeting on Indian market. So, for the people who come the first time, I want you to know a little bit about myself and what I used to do. But since the topic today is not philosophy of success, the topic today is the business opportunity on Indian market. So in that case, I will stress on the BOM on Indian market. But from time to time, I will include some of the elements of the philosophy of success. So business opportunity meeting is part of the philosophy of success. So as a whole, that means you will know more about yourself, and you will also know about the opportunity on Indian market. All right. So in the next 1 hour, that is what you prepare to learn from me. All right. And also, I'm very happy I have another partner who from Singapore. I've invited her to share some of her visions about herself and on the Indian market too. Okay. After my section. So I have been with this company for consulting company for more than 32 years. And I have been taking advantage of the company expansion to new markets since 30 years ago. This company has already established 55 markets in the world, means 55 countries. And we are doing very successful in mainland China. We are doing very successful in Korea. We are doing very successful in Japan. We are doing very successful in Southeast Asia. We are doing very successful in European region. And we are doing very successful in American region. Since the company established 40 years ago. But the point is, we have been keep waiting for many, many years. Why Nu Skin do not open Indian market yet? We are very surprised. And we have been keep waiting. And finally, a few months ago, Nu Skin company, an international company, officially announced, we are going to open Indian market by 2025. Why are we so excited? The reason is we have the experience that every time when a big market open, we're doing very successful every time. And in India is of course one of the largest market that we believe is one of the largest market in the world. But it didn't open before. So what I want to tell you, I have experienced and take advantage of the expansion in new market. And that's why I want to empower people to have my visions, how you can take advantage the expansion of the Indian market before it opens. Of course, we don't mind after it opens, we expand it. But once you prepare yourself enough to prepare the foundations before the Indian market open, then I will tell you, maybe when the market just opened, your business bingo. You know what is bingo, right? Bingo. Right after they just opened. Because that was my experience. In Japan, in Korea, in Singapore, in Malaysia. All right. I won't have any doubt about myself to take advantage of this new market. But this is not the point I'm here today. The point I'm here today is I want to empower you. Why don't you take the advantage of the expansion of this new market, India? We have the product. We have the system. We have the support, everything ready for you. And most important, of course, we have the empowerment. Once you know more about philosophy of success, then you will know more what it means empowerment. Okay. So before I start, I want to say who wants to become Type 5, you can type Type 5 in the chat group. So I want to know how many people want to become Type 5. If you want to become Type 5, you can type Type 5 so that I know how many people want to become Type 5. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Many people want to become that. So who want to take advantage of the Indian market, type India. Yeah. So very good, very good. I can see it. If you want it 100%, you make it. That is philosophy of success. All right. Before we don't have Indian market, we can also become Type 5. Now we want to make use of the expansion of Indian market to become Type 5. Is that more clear? Yeah. And I always stress on make sure you have done your preparation work before the market open. All right. So today I will talk about the business opportunity meeting. All right. So are you guys ready? So I share screen. I share some of the PowerPoint. Now, so when I present the business opportunity, I want to remind you, I will from time to time, I will add some philosophy of success element into the business opportunity. Okay, please prepare for that. All right. So that to understand why do we need to do this? There are so many opportunities outside in the world. We can make lots of money. Our job is good. We are professional. We make money in our own business already. Why do we need to shift to Nu Skin? Unless you understand what is meant by philosophy of success. That's why I need to add the element into the opportunity of this business opportunity on in the market. Okay, good. Then in order for you to understand more, I think I need to share the PowerPoint. It's better. All right. Who is this person? Okay. This is me 32 years ago. This is me 32 years ago when I started Nu Skin business. This is 32 years ago, okay? So 32 years later, I look like now. As you know, that Nu Skin is an anti-aging company. That means we try to help people to slow down their aging process. I'm very satisfied with my aging process after 32 years with Nu Skin. So this picture was taken in 1992. Now it's 2024, right? So it was 32 years. That was the beginning when I started to do Nu Skin business in Hong Kong in 1992. Before that, I was living in Canada, running my clothing business, retail and wholesale. So I do retail and wholesale business in Canada, clothing business in a city called Edmonton, Alberta, before Nu Skin. That means in 1980s, all right? Now you know a little bit about myself. I was a businessman before Nu Skin in clothing business in Canada. And I was introduced to this Nu Skin business. And I was introduced to this Nu Skin business by my brother, Joseph Chung. He was an architect. So why do we shift from the professional and the businessman to Nu Skin? Why? This part is very important. It is including in the philosophy of success, okay? Then I want to tell you the reason why. I think to to spend more time to make more money is not hard. Because everybody is spending more time to make. Everybody is spending more time to making more money in their lives. It's very common. Right? But that was not my vision. I stress on this part. I won't say it's wrong. I don't want to spend more and more time, then make more and more money. That was not my vision. I won't say it's wrong. So what is my vision? And what was my vision? My vision is I want to spend less time to work and make the same money as before. That is my priority. And that is my vision. So from time to time, I will talk about vision. I won't say making more money is wrong. I just want to tell you, to spend more time to making more money is not my priority. And it's not my vision. My vision is how I can work less and less and less to make the same income as before. That was my priority. Okay? So why? Then I have to tell you why, okay? Why? I don't mean I don't want to make more money, but that is not the priority. That is second priority. Is that clear? Yeah. I'm so sorry to tell you a little bit about my philosophy of success at the beginning. Because that is so important before the business opportunity. All right. So I want to work 7 hours a day instead of 8 hours a day, and then make the same income as before. And then I want to work 6 hours a day in order to make the same income as before, the total income. That is my vision. And then from 5 hours a day, 4 hours a day, 3 hours a day, and I want to work 2 hours a day. And finally, I want to work 1 hour a day, but I want to make the same income as before, the total income. That is my priority. I don't see many people think the way I think. Because most people always think how I can be smarter and harder and make more money, right? I won't say they are wrong with it, but I don't think that way. So what is the difference? So when you work 1 hour a day, and you can make the same income as before, you know what does that mean? Your pay per hour has been increased by 800%. Do you notice that? Your pay per hour has been increased by 800%. Can you see my vision? Everybody wants a raise in their salary every year. They work hard every year or as a professional, and they make more income, 10% more every year. So after 8 years, they can double their income. Is that correct? That is most people in the world right now. But if you're able to work 1 hour less every year, then I tell you, on 8 years, your pay per hour has been increased by 800%. Which one is faster? So really have to meditate to think, what should we do? So that is what we find out why we do this. But in the 9th years, you work 0 hours. If you're able to minus 1 hour every year, on the 9th year, you work 0 hours, but you still have income every month. You know what does that mean? That means you already create the wealth for your life. You don't have to work for living. Can you see the power? Can you see, instead of making more money, it's working less hours. That is even faster. Way faster. For those people who work hard and have 10% increase every year, after 8 years, you still have to work another 32 years before you retire. but you get 10% increase every month, every year, right? But in my example, you only have to work 8 years. But for the rest of the 32 years, you live the life that you want. So why do I say I want to work less? Because on the 9th year, I don't have to work for living anymore. If I don't have to work for living anymore, I regain my freedom in my life. If I regain my freedom in my life, then I'm able to spend every second on my health, on my dream, on my family, every second. And also together with the world to make it better. That's why our life begins. That's why you become the best of yourself. That's how you become the best of yourself. When you're able to love your health, yourself, your family, and the world every second. But if you have to work 40 years without any choice and alternative, how you can have time to do what I have just said, right? But today it's not about philosophers, but I need to tell you a little bit about POS first. Why we do this thing. And then I double my income. There's nothing wrong to double my income. And then I triple my income. Why not? And then I quadruple my income. But I won't double my income and sacrifice my life. I won't triple my income and sacrifice my life. If you agree to me, we should love our health, love ourselves, love our family, and love the world every second. I won't force you, but this is what philosophy says. Okay, so now you have an idea. So how can we do that? So because your strategy is to work less. So the only way is leverage. If you leverage, you can work less. If you just by yourself, you cannot work less. So in order to work less, you have to leverage. But not too many people understand what is meant by leverage. Okay, I give you an example. Let's say there's 100 people working with you. 100 people working with you. Each of them work 8 hours a day. Each of them work 8 hours a day. So how many hours you have every day? 800 production hours. Right? That is called leverage. Okay. So together with your 8 hours, how many hours together? So 800 plus 8 is 808 hours. So every day you have total production hour is 808 hours. That's why even you stop your 8 hours, you still have 800 hours of production. Now you understand why you can make money when you sleep. Now you understand why? Because you leverage. I want to give you some simple example to understand the importance of leverage, because I find that most people in the world, they don't understand. Even they understand, they don't apply. Even they apply, they don't persist. That's why I need to stress in a simple format how you understand the importance of leverage. What about if there's 1,000 people working with you every day? You get 8,000 hours per day. Together with your 8 hours, it's 8,000 hours. That's why your 8 hours is no more important at all. Am I right? That's why you understand why you can make money when you sleep. Now you can understand. Hey, how many hours do you have a day? 24 hours. Can you work 25 hours? You cannot. Am I right? So if you only based on your time, on your talent, on your experience, and your skill to make more money, I tell you ahead, you limit. You got a limit. In what situation you have no limit? Leverage. When you go for leverage, there's no limit. 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people, even 1 million people, because it's leverage. So I ask you, you leverage? You need to know the important leverage, importance. I give you another example, okay? One person finish a project is easier, or 100 people finish the same project is easier for you. Now, if you are the only one to finish a project, but you also have another 100 people to finish the same project, which one is easy? Of course, 100 people to finish the same project is easier than you only one person finish the same project. So it's easier, right? So the beauty of leverage is easier because it's not just rely on you. Second, one person finish the project faster, or 100 people finish the same project faster. Of course, 100 people. Am I right? If you are the only one to finish project, of course, you are way slower than 100 people. They finish the same project. So 100 people finish the same project faster. So easier and faster if you leverage. One person can finish a bigger project, or 100 people can finish a bigger project. 100 people. Easier, faster, and bigger if you leverage. Can you see the power of leveraging? But in our educational system and also in the world economy, no, we all based on ourselves. We have to be better. We have to work hard. We have to be more talented. We have to be more professional. We have all about yourself. I don't say wrong. I just tell you why an ordinary people can achieve a huge success way faster than any person in the world because of leverage. Okay, now since today I don't have enough time, at least I have to tell you some of the important elements. So that is why we pick Nu Skin company. Why? Nu Skin is a platform, it's a company allow you and me to leverage. That's simple to understand. There will be 100 people to work with you. There can be 1,000 people to, there will be even 10,000 people to work with you. Nu Skin is a platform allow you and me to leverage. So I was very lucky. I started in 1992. In less than 2 years, I built my foundations. So my business grow when I sleep. Grow when I sleep. Till now, after 50 years. Because of leveraging, okay? So at least you now know. So now I think the next step, I want to tell you more about this company. How good is this company? How great is this company? How long is going to be this company? How quality is this company? Am I right? Then I talk about Indian market step by step. Okay. So this company started in 1984. It's a US company. Our headquarters is in Provo, Utah. And then this is also another office in Shanghai. We already open to 55 countries. What I have just mentioned to you, 55 countries. We listed in New York Stock Exchange since 1996 in the main board. So all our numbers and data are transparent, okay? We cannot lie to anyone because we are listing company, public listing company in New York Stock Exchange. We average to US 2 billion revenue per year, average. So now you have to understand about this, and this company is an anti-aging company. That means we have the products to help you to slow down your aging process by 100% natural ingredient through natural supplement and personal care products. Okay, so these are the products. But today is not to talk about the products product by product. Okay, today is a big picture. You don't expect all the detail. There's no detail today. Okay, today is a big picture. If you see what we see, you definitely will know all the details, including price, including our structure, commission plan, leadership, support platform. You know the detail. But today, I can only show you the big picture, all right? So we based on the personal care product and supplement to allow you to live young, live healthy, and live longer. We are not just saying. No, we are not just saying. We proved. We proved to you. I tell you why later, okay? Our company are based on science. That means every product we produce are all based on science. We have to prove it. Is it work? Is it safe? So it has to be safe and effective before we launch the product. But if we are not saying, we have to prove. How do we prove? Based on science research. So we have scientific research. We have scientific advisory board. We have scientists around us. We do research every day. We do clinical studies. We discover how can we slow down our aging process. We based on science. So every product has been proved before we launch. This is Nu Skin. All right. So we have 75 in-house scientists. Oh, by the way, you know that we are not a pharmaceutical company. We are not. We are just like a skincare company, personal care company, and natural supplement company. All right. So I tell you one thing is we do not, different from a pharmaceutical company, the government has lots of regulations on pharmaceutical company before a drug could be launched in the market. That's why the pharmaceutical company has to spend billions of dollars on research to prove that medicine is safe and effective. You know that? They have no choice. They have to invest. But the government do not require a natural supplement company and skincare company do not have those requirements on our company. So what I try to say, I want to say that the Nu Skin company, in order to make it safe and effective, to live young, live healthy, to live longer, in order to do that, our company has invested since the last 40 years, close to $1 billion on the research and development in order to make sure safe and effective, live young, live healthy, and live longer. And you don't see any other company in the world doing the same thing. No. Because the government do not lay the regulation on us. So people, of course, the company would like to save money. But they say, no, we don't save money. We invest. Do you know that when a company invests $1 billion on the R&D, how much revenue they want to come back? Even doing $10 billion revenue, if the profit margin is 10%, it's only break even. Do you understand what I'm talking about? When a company invests $1 billion on the R&D, even the company doing $10 billion in revenue, they can only break even. So now I want to ask you, what kind of revenue is Nu Skin looking for? If they already invest $1 billion on R&D, 50 billion, 100 billion, I won't be surprised. That is what we want to see. Is that right? So in order to have the best product, we must have the best scientists. Okay, now I don't want to overrun. I want to make sure I have enough time. All right, good. So I want to tell you a little bit. So in order to have the best product, we must have the best scientists. So who are the scientists? So what you see right now is the scientific advisory board. Scientific advisory board in Nu Skin. Okay. So I want to show you who are the scientists that They're working with us. The top row in the middle, the one with the gray hair, his name is called Dr. Karl Djerassi. He was an Austrian, okay? So I want to tell you who is he. In year 2000, London Times have chosen top 30 most influential people in last 1,000 years. We call them millennium person, chosen by London Times. Albert Einstein, Newton, Galileo are on the list. But out of these 30 people, 29 people have passed away. So there's only one person still alive as a millennium person in year 2000 in the world, out of 7 billion people. And it's Dr. Karl Djerassi. He is the father of the birth control pills. He's the inventor of the birth control pills. So Dr. Karl Djerassi was the chairman of our scientific advisory board. So I want to let you know what is Nu Skin. Who are you working with right now? We are working with the top-notch scientists in the world. But a few years ago, Dr. Karl Djerassi was passed away when he's close to 100 years old. So the next scientist I want to share with you is the second row on the right-hand side, Dr. Lester Packard. He was the father of the antioxidant. Have you heard about antioxidant? I think antioxidant everybody knows about. The importance of antioxidant towards the human health. And Dr. Lester Packard was regarded as the father of the antioxidant. And he is one of the members of our scientific advisory board. Okay. The second row, second from the right-hand side, Dr. Nakamichi. He was regarded as the father of the ginkgo biloba. These are the scientists we are working together. On the left-hand side, second row, very left, Dr. Richard Weinrich. And the last row from the very left, Dr. Thomas Poehler. Who are these two scientists? Their discoveries, their scientific discoveries has been twice published in the most privileged science magazine in the world called Science Journal. Twice published in less than 10 years. So what do they discover? These two scientists have spent 30 years of experiment time to figure out how people can live young, can live healthy, can live long by adjusting those genes that relate to aging through 100% natural ingredients. So it's I wish you understand what I'm talking about, okay? I don't want to make it come. I want to make it simple as simple, okay? So our company have the science how to adjust those genes that relate to aging inside you through 100% natural ingredients to make sure that the gene's behavior, we call the genetic expressions, to behave as similar as when you are teenagers. Okay? So that is the concept. So at least now you know who are the scientists who work together and what Nu Skin company is, all right? So I want to stop there from the science. Now I want to talk to you about, besides the science, we have lots of thousands of testimonials from Nu Skin people. After they use the product, how do they look like? How do they feel? You see, these are the people I know of. You look at them, they look even better than 10, 20 years ago. There's only few of them. We have hundreds and thousands of testimonials, including myself, of course. Okay, I will tell you more about myself. You see people 10 years later, after 30 years later, how do they look like? How do they feel? Wow, this is wow. The skin, the complexion. Wow. Everybody improves. So once you give the time to Nu Skin, you may even look better and feel better than before. Okay, good. Now, so so how does it work? How is the structure of Nu Skin? So maybe I'll give you some idea. Well, it's similar to franchise concept, like McDonald's, like 7-Eleven, like a franchise. But the difference is, I think everybody understands the power of franchise. I don't want to spend time in this area. But the point is, Nu Skin is not 100% as same as franchise. But they have the power of the franchise system. The difference between Nu Skin and the franchise system is you don't have to pay the setup fee. You don't have to pay the operation fee. You don't have to pay the royalty fee. You don't have to pay the expansion fee. That means no capital required for you. That is the difference. Okay. So I think you remember when I talk about leverage, there are hundreds or thousands of people. So you know, don't have to be scared by hundreds or thousands of people. So everything comes from 4. Can you see the power of 4? If they can duplicate. When there's a red color, it stands for you. If 4 people can duplicate, it can become hundreds and thousands. If 4 people cannot duplicate, it only always remain at 4. But don't worry. We are here to show you how to duplicate through empowerment, but not for today. We show you the principle is the power of leverage, power of duplication. Now we have the leverage platform for you. And we will show you how we can empower you and then you can duplicate. Because when you duplicate, 4 people can become hundreds. 4 people can become thousands. Yeah, and then all right, and so this is one of the commissions disclosed in our audited financial statement. Yeah, in year 2022, telling that the U.S. Nu Skin people, the average income per month, passive income. Okay? So when you look at the bottom, Blue Diamond Director, which is one of the highest pin level in Nu Skin, and you find out that the average commissions per month is close to $40,000. It's called passive income, okay? You need to understand the difference between passive and active, all right? Passive income, residual income, $40,000 in 2022 in the USA region, all right? This gives you an example, all right? An example. So far, well, Nu Skin will give you a recognition. Of course, COE1. That means when your total commissions received accumulate $1 million, you will be recognized as COE1. When your total commissions received accumulate more than $5 million, you got COE2. When your total commission earnings accumulated to $10 million, you got COE3. When your total commissions earning accumulated to $20 million, we call you COE4. Right now, Nu Skin have more than 1,700 people around the world. They're ranging from COE1 to COE4. 1,700 people. Now, I want to talk about Indian market. So Nu Skin is going to open our Indian market 2025. And according to my experience and my visions, I can see the momentum will come right away when the market opens next year. You know what I mean by momentum? Momentum means like a wave in an ocean. Like a tsunami in an ocean. If you know how to surfing, when there is a wave or tsunami, You can go to the shore in seconds. But if you know how to surf, but there's no momentum, there's no wave, you can still go to the shore, but it takes long time. Understand? So Nu Skin is going to form the tsunami and the wave because of the intermarket open. But if you don't know how to surf, if you are not empowered, if you don't have support, then it doesn't work on you too, right? So as a whole, I call this everything philosophy of success, because we will show you how to surf by empowering you with our visions. Okay, so why we are so excited about Indian market? I tell you why. Because one of the reasons is India is one of the fastest growing network marketing country by percentage. Average for the last 5 to 6 years, the growth of the direct selling in India is average 15% per year. You know what does that mean? That means they can double every 5 years. When if you are in the business, you want to do something that is growing. So that is why attracted us. Why India is going to be a great market is because of the growth of the direct selling by 15% average every year in the last 5-6 years. And this is the numbers. Okay, you look at that. The last 5-6 years, in millions, you know. In the last, you see, grow by 100% in the last 5 years in India market. Yeah, you see, they said it's 16% actually, you know. And also, so far, India was regarded as the 11th largest direct selling market country in the world. 11th largest, almost the top 10 largest direct selling country in the world, almost. It won't be long. You will become the top 10 within top 10. It won't be long. This is another reason why we are so excited about the India market, because India is a big market and a growing market. And what we find out that in the top 10 network marketing company in India, 5 out of 10 are US-based companies. And Nu Skin is one of the US-based companies. Sorry, I have some Chinese writing in here. I haven't put it in English yet, but I can explain to you. And why are we so excited about the Indian market? Because of the population. India has the biggest population in the world, close to US 1.5 billion, exceeding China market. That is why we are so excited, because it's a big market. Why we are so excited about the Indian market? Because the GDP, now India is the 5th largest GDP in the world. That's why we are so excited. Why are we so excited? Because the growth of the GDP in India is 8% per year. Compare the world global GDP, they only grow by 2 to 3% per year. That's why we are so excited about the Indian market. And also, you know, actually most of the countries now, people are called like old age, more senior people in country. But instead in India, there are more young people in India. There are 910 million people are millennium. And the median age is 28 years old. And this is why we are so excited. And also we know that the social media platform is going to be boom in India market, because we can do Nu Skin through the social media platform. So all together, we have no doubt this is going to be one of the biggest country in our Nu Skin company, like mainland China, like Japan, and like Korea. So when we talk about largest country, means we are looking in between US 100 million to 1 billion for a country that is considered as a large country. a big market in Nu Skin Company, okay? So India should be one of the largest country in Nu Skin Company. But not yet start, not yet opening. That's why you have enough time to prepare. Okay? So on the other hand, on the right-hand side is about USA. On the left-hand side is about the Indian market. The reason I show you this comparison is because I want you to show you what will be the future of India when you have the US market in front of you. It's about vision. And you notice the growth in USA is only 5% per year. But in India, it's 14%. We want the future. It's not just about how big is your country. We want the future. So this is the future that India have. So now, I just told you, share with you some of the elements about the business opportunity meeting, about why Nu Skin is a great company, and what will be the future of the Nu Skin Company. All right. Now I come back to myself. All right. I come back to myself is what philosophy of success. Do you remember I empower people with my visions to become the best of yourself by becoming type 5 person, right? So I spend a little bit time on the type 5 person in here with you. All right. It's why we should think about why we should work with Nu Skin Company is because you and me could become type 5 person. I make it happen in my first 2 years in Nu Skin. And I wish you can be like me. So I tell you more about what is type 5 and how do I live the type 5 life since 30 years ago till now. The actual story, the history of myself. Okay, good. So before I tell you more about type 5, I tell you the world are producing type 1 to type 4, which is very common to you. But I want to remind you what is type 1 to type 4 first. Type 1 is a professional, make lots of money but no time, and businessman. Type 2, lots of time but no money, jobless. Type 3, employees working hard, but no money and no time. They just make enough money for, they just make it to make, they just have enough money to live their life for next month. So I don't consider they are rich. That's why I said they have no money and they have no time. And these are the most people in the world are type 3. But they study hard, to work hard. But no money and no time. Type 4, lots of money and lots of time. When type 1 people retire. But most of the time, when they retire, they're old and sick. Think, is this what you want? Then now I tell you, there's something called type 5. Nu Skin allow you and me to become type 5 person. So what is type 5 person? Type 5 person, you need to have 5 elements happen at the same time. 1, financial freedom. Financial freedom means even if you stop working, you can still live the life you want for the rest of your life. We call it financial freedom. Second, time freedom. I give you an example, okay? You can sleep 24 hours a day every day. Of course, you won't do that. But if you're able to do that, you get the time freedom. Third element, freedom of youth. You look and feel younger than your actual age. Freedom of health. You're free of chronic disease. And freedom of happiness. You become the best of yourself. You're happy. When these 5 elements happen at the same time, I call you type 5. So that you have enough resources to love yourself, love your health, love your family, love the world every second. That's why you are the best of yourself. Now, you understand why we quit our job, why we quit our professional, why we quit our business to do Nu Skin. Now you understand, because we don't want to become type 1 to type 4. That cannot satisfy us. So how do I live my life since I can live type 5 life, starting from 1994. Remember, I started in 1992, right? In less than 2 years, I'm so fortunate enough to live the type 5 life. So what is type 5 life? How do I love my health? How do I love myself? How do I love my family? And how do I love my world? Remember, what I just told you, it's not I read from a book talk about success, and tell you that no, it's not me. And it's not working. I tell you the history of myself, how I make it happen, and what happened to me, and why there are miracles happen to my life many, many times. So I let you know how type 5 give me a miracle life. Those few points I share with you today. Okay? My last 5 minutes, all right? So this is the first thing, this is a miracle, Why I say this miracle? You look at that. There's no Photoshop. There's no Photoshop in these photos. It's all 100% natural ingredient. No Photoshop, no Botox, no coloring of my hair, no cosmetic surgery, no liposuctions, all 100% new skin and age lock technology. Now, I really ask you, do you want 40 years later, you don't look too much difference than 40 years ago? You need to answer your question first before you do new skin or not. Do you want 30 and 40 years later, you look and feel almost like 30 to 40 years ago? Do you want that? Right? But if you ask me, do I want to look like 40 years ago? I don't like to look like when I was 1980. I like myself better right now than 1980. I feel better, and I think I look better than 40 years ago. A lot of people pay millions of dollars to look like before, but not me. Now is the best. Can you see the opportunity? How many people in the world, they want to look and feel like 10, 20, 30 years ago when they are 30 years later? How many of them, they want to be like that? Tell me. A lot, right? Do they have solution? They don't have solution. If they have solution, they won't age. Do you have solution? Yes, we do. Age lock technology and type 5 spirit. That is the answer we have. So you have the solution. And people in the world, they want it, they don't have solution. Can you see the opportunity? So how many people want it? Now I ask you. There are 7 billion people in the world. How many people want it? Let's say half. 3.5 billion people. Let's say 10%. 700 million people. Let's say 1%. 70 million people. Let's say there's only 1% of the people in the world. They want, after 30 years, they want to look and feel like 30 years ago. There's 70 million people. Can you see how big is the market? Can you see how important are you? Why? Because you have the solution. So what else? As a type 5? Okay, by the way, why I can do something like this? Because, I have time. I have time to exercise. I spend time to do Qigong, some kind of health exercise. I almost do 1 hour every day. Because I'm type 5, I have time. I love hiking. I go swimming. I go to gym. Always. Why? Because I have time. Because I have type 5. I also practice dancing half an hour to 1 hour every day. And I do the spa from the shoulder to my head every day for around 40 minutes. There's no free lunch. Lots of time. If you have no time, you cannot do like me. You know when did I start? Not yesterday, 30 years ago. I do this. I tell you, it is possible that you can live young and healthy. But do you have the resource? Do you have the time? Are you type 5? If you are, if you want, you make it. So at least you know why is it important to become type 5. It's not just about you have money or not. Secondly, I like travel. I love travel, you know. So when I travel, then how do I travel as a type 5? For my last 30 years, I always travel. I won't say every day. I travel a lot for personal reason. Since 1994, I start traveling for personal reason, okay? Not for business reason. Very often. So how do I travel? When I travel, I buy one-way ticket. Yeah. I don't give myself any limitation. I don't restrict myself. I love freedom. If I like it, I spend 1 month there, 3 months or 1 year, the place that I like. If I don't like it, I leave it next day. Have you ever seen people travel like this way? I don't buy return ticket, never. For my last 30 years. Now I'm in Turkey, I didn't buy any return ticket. I only buy one-way ticket. I make decision like this. That is called type 5 life. You know, that is how I travel. I won't say I have you to travel like me. I just tell you how the uniqueness of type 5, how to make it a different, how to make yourself a different. So in my case, that is how I travel. Also, you know, in order to be successful, it's not just about to do the things that you like. You have to love your family. But love your family, you cannot just say it. I love you. It doesn't work. It's meaningless. It's meaningless. Flowers, talking is meaningless. Take action. I always ask Rebecca, every day, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Which country you want to go? I go with you, do the things that you like. I always ask. If I'm not type 5, could I ask this question? If I just got the money, could I ask this question? I cannot. But if I'm type 5, I can ask this. Take action. And Rebecca, what she like? Well, of course she likes shopping, okay? Women like shopping. No problem. She like to learn Argentina tango around the world from the world-class teacher. So I travel with her to accompany her so she can learn from the best dancer in the world, Argentina tango. They are the world champion. So this guy is the godfather in Argentina, the godfather of Argentina tango in Argentina. And then a few years ago, and then Rebecca finally can learn from him. Now he passed away at the age of 90. So Rebecca can catch up the time to learn from him. And also, these are also the world champions in Argentina tango. Type 5 allow me to love my family. Allow me. Not just saying, every second. Not once in a while. Why I am in Turkey? It's not because I like in Turkey. Now I'm in Turkey, I'm in Istanbul. It's not because I like. I like to empower people. I like to. The reason is because Rebecca said she'd like to spend time in Turkey. If I'm not type 5, can I do this? I keep asking her, how long you want to stay in Turkey? Where do you want to go? 1 month? Is it enough? 2 months? Is it enough? It's all about you. If I'm not Thai 5, can I do this? If I cannot do this, can I love my family? Of course, Chung Associates keep donate to the Nu Skin Company. This is our honor, and we will keep doing this every year. That's what Thai 5 helped me, support me to do something like that. Donations, charity, every year. What I do, I love to empower people around the world with my visions to become the best of themselves by becoming a Thai 5 person, regardless of any financial interest. Regardless. And I did it for many, many years already. I love the world. I love the people. I don't like to compete with people. I don't like to compare with people. And I don't like to control people. The only thing I like is I only want to empower the people who want to change, become the best of themselves. And I know how to make it happen. Here is Singapore, Malaysia, Korea, Colombia, Bermuda, Taiwan, Australia, Chile, Mexico. Thai 5. If I'm not Thai 5, can I do something what I just told you? I cannot. Can I become the best of myself? The reason I can is because I am Thai 5. But now I want to tell you the most important things in my life. Nothing is more important than this is my mom, my mother. I love my mom so much. She's the number one in my life. I need to become Thai 5 because I know I have to do something very important with my mom. So what happened? 7 years ago, 8 years ago, my mother was diagnosed stage 4 lung cancer at the age of 88 years old. Doctor said your mom can only have 3 months lifespan. Then I asked the doctor for help, but the doctor said your mom is too old. Then in that case, I find my clue. Let me find the solution. Now you understand how confident I am? I know I can change the whole environment. Yeah. I can improve the whole situation because I'm Thai 5. Because miracles have been happened to me many times in my life. And I believe this time miracle is going to happen to me one more time. Because miracles know this is the most important things in my life. Yes. I want to improve the whole situation. I want to make sure my mom can eat, can sleep, can poo, and don't feel the pain. That's what I want. I want to improve the situation. I don't care about the symptoms. How I do that? As long as I can make my mom happy every second. As long as my mom can feel my love every second. I believe my love, my Thai 5 resources can make my mom happy every second. And I believe when a person is happy, they forget all the suffering. Suffering and happiness cannot exist at the same time. That is my medicine. Because I'm Thai 5, because I love my mom, I do it. So every morning I wake up, I ask my mom, what do you want to do? My mom said, Philip, I have to go shopping. So we go shopping every day. Every day we go shopping. And my mom likes to look pretty. So I take my mom to salon, average 3 times a week together. My mom likes to go to park. We spend 3 hours in the park every day together. My mom's like to eat. Oh, you know, my mom have good appetite. At the stage 4 lung cancer patient, in a buffet, all you can eat, she can eat 5 plates of food. And I can only eat 2 plates. So I think my mom has forget she is sick. I don't think a sick person can have such a good appetite. So my mom have very, very good appetite. That is what I want. She forget her sickness. My mom loves to dance. I take my mom to clubbing 3 times a week together. You see how she like to go to clubbing. You know, she even wears sunglasses to go clubbing. That's what I want. I have a driver. I can ask my driver to take my mom here and there without me. But my driver cannot replace my love. It doesn't work. So money is not everything. But money is important, I tell you. After 2 years of happy time, my mom go to hospital. 2 weeks later, my mom go to a better place. No more suffering. And I could understand that. Everybody have to go one day, even myself. So that is not my concern. My concern, what did we do before we go? What can we do? My mom told me, Philip, in the hospital, the last 2 years, I feel very happy. My mom told me. I told my mom, the last 2 years was my happiest time in my life. Could you believe we can change the whole situation upside down? When people is sick, is not happy, is sad, is painful. We change it miraculously because we are Thai 5. Because we love people. If I have time and no money, can I do what I do with my mom? If I have time but no money, can I do what I do with my mom? If I have no money and no time, can I do this? If I have money and time but I'm sick, can I do this? I can only do this if I'm Thai 5. If I am not able to do this, do you still consider I am very successful? I don't consider I'm very successful. Even I'm a $50 million member. If I cannot do this to my mom, I consider I myself is a loser. So my success is not about my title. My success, can I accomplish what I should do in my life? To love my health, love myself, love my family, and love the world every second. So I don't think Thai 5 is an option. It is compulsory to become Thai 5 for every one of us. Now, before the Indian market open, what should we do? Now, I want to tell you one thing. You need to learn how to surf. When the wave is formed, you go to the shore. You go to the destination. That is what I show you. Okay? So before the Indian market open, you should, in your existing market, you try to offer your visions to 4 Indians in your local market. 4 Indians like you. They want to change their lives and they don't know how. And they are Indian. Offering your vision to these people. To 3 people every day. Then I tell you, in less than 2 to 3 months, in your first level, there will be 4 Indians will be like you, commit to become Thai 5. And before the Indian market open, we empower your 4 Indian people so that they have 16 Indian in your local market. So altogether, you have 20 Indian partners in your local market before the market open. That is what I want to tell you. That's what you need to do. And when the Indian market open, the 20 Indian partners, most likely they will go back to India to share the good news, to offer their visions, like the way you offer to them, they offer to their people in India. And through that 16, 20 partners, they can become 100. They could when the market opens. That's why you can live a Thai 5 life. Once the Indian market opens, it's possible. But you have to well prepare yourself what you should do, okay? So this is what I want to tell you today. Overall, I tell you something about philosophy of success. I tell you something that is why do we need to become Thai 5? And I tell you about why India is a big market, and why it's the right time for you. And I tell you something, what you need to become Type 5, what you need to capture the India market share, we have everything ready for you. What you need, we have everything. We only need one thing from you to make it complete. Are you ready to change? If you, congratulations, bingo, it's all set. Okay, so today my time, I will pass back to the host, and then don't go, because I've invited one of my best partners in Singapore to share you a little thing about herself and about the India market. Thank you very much. I give time back to the host. Thank you.
Wow, what an inspiring story with energy Philip shared today about the new opportunity in India. Please give Philip a big applause. Wow. All right, time has passed, so let's go into next step. Now we have a special guest. I think yes, she's here. All right, Keki, who is Singaporean and Indian, living in Singapore now. She is a naturopath herbalist and a clinical nutritionist, nutritionalist trained in Australia in functional medicine. She's been into Nu Skin for 12 years, almost 12 years. And I was really looking forward to hear her story today. So here she is. Please welcome Keki with big hands. Keki, are you there?
Hi, Muhan. Thank you for
Hey.
having me. Philip, thank you for that inspiring message. Thank you for having me.
All right. How are you doing today?
Good. I was listening to Philip. Yeah.
Okay. So before we start up, it would be nice to have your brief introduction about your backgrounds and a bit more about yourself.
Sure. So I'm born in Singapore. My parents are from India, and they migrated to Singapore, and we were all born here, me and my siblings. As professionally, I'm a naturopath. So think of it like a Western version of a TCM physician, traditional Chinese medicine physician. The reason I went into this career was because I struggled with my health since I was young, and I was looking for a solution to heal myself. So I went to Sydney to train clinically for 4 years, and then I came back and I started my own practice. I can share a bit of the. Let me see if I have the sharing rights. I can share with you guys. So can you see that? So
yes, I see your slides. Yes.
Yeah. So let me just yeah. So that's me, and so I was very blessed in my career. Sorry, I need to go back. So when I've been practicing for 18 years now, and I've been very blessed, and I thank God because I got very good opportunities. I've been interviewed on TV, radio. I've lectured at the polytechnics, at the hospitals. I've trained the local pharmacist. Big banks actually fly me to Asia to be a keynote speaker on health. So these were the things that I was doing, and I absolutely love what I'm doing because I'm passionate about health, because I have struggled with my health and I heal myself. I know how important health is, like what Philip is saying. If you don't have health, you can't do anything, right? And so when I started, first I worked 4 years with a naturopath, and then, working for someone, there's only so much you can do. There's a limit. And then after that, I decided to start on my own. And when I started my own, I was very passionate. But as I started running the business, I realized that it is very, very tough to run your own clinic practice as well. You got to do everything. You have to pay rent, you have overheads, you pay salaries, you have to buy products, you have to stock them. When my patients left, migrated overseas, I couldn't send the products or supplements to them because I don't have the licensing, the logistics, the distribution, the resources. And this is not what we experience in Nu Skin, right? Can you imagine? Nu Skin takes away all the headaches of the traditional business that I went through, but I didn't know about Nu Skin then, and I was just going on. And, so after some time, I found that instead of me running my business, the business was running me down, right? And it got tiring. It came to a point where sometimes, and I didn't realize then that it's active income. I can see maximum 7-8 patients a day. Because each consultation lasts about 1.5 hours. Now, so there's only so much, there's a cap to my limit. I can't leverage, I can't scale. So, and if I take time off to take a holiday, or if I take time off to take care of someone sick in the family, when I take time off, it means I don't earn because I'm not working. So it's active income, right? If I take 1 month holiday, yeah, I don't earn for 1 month, right? And that got me thinking like, oh gosh, what do I do? I mean, I started thinking that, if I continue to do what I'm doing, will I ever come to a place that when I stop working, the money still come in? Because when I grow older, my pace will slow down. My pace will slow down. I will see less number of patients, which means less income. Even I used to fly, I mean, banks used to fly me to Asia, get thousands of dollars for speaking. But if I can't fly overseas when I'm older, then I got no money. But when you're older, you need more money because there's retirement, there's cost of living, inflation. We are all experiencing inflation and cost of living right now, right? And so how do I deal with that? And I realized that something has to change. I can't go on like this. It really hit me, and I was looking for something, but I wasn't sure what. But one thing I was sure, I don't want to take risk in anything that I do. The next thing that I do, I don't want any risk in the business that I may venture into. So I was actually very, very grateful when I was introduced to Nu Skin by a friend. I decided to go on the programs because they had a machine and it's very scientific, and I'm scientifically trained, so I was attracted to it. And when I went on the program, after 6 months, my health results completely changed to 100%. I've been excluded from insurance because I had surgeries in my health, and I got full insurance coverage after going on the program. So I was like, wow, this is amazing, And that's when the team told me there is a business behind this. Why don't you take a look at the business? So to me, I was looking for something, and I thought, wow, maybe this is it, I looked at the team. I looked at the people who were doing the business. They were very, very successful. They've been running the business for 10, 15 years in the Nu Skin, despite being successful in their careers. And these are smart people, they cannot be here doing the business for 15 years, pretending they're earning money, What did I have to lose? There's no risk, right? At the very worst case, I got my health, I look younger than my age. So for example, I want to share this with you. After doing Nu Skin program, I went on the, our signature weight management program. Oops, sorry. Let me just look at that. So I'm slim, but I have some fat around me, right? So after going the program, I fit into a white dress that's 10 years older that I can still fit in, right? And then all my uplines told me, hey, you look younger. Why don't you enter the contest, And I was a bit shy, but I did. And so I think I'm the only Indian who won the runner-up age-lock winner, right? Then this was like 12 years ago and now. So, I mean, I do think I look better and younger than before. So what I'm trying to say is that I went on the program and I was like, okay, that's the least I can gain. But what if I could really build a huge global business, which is what Nu Skin is offering? And what if I can earn a huge stream of passive income? And after 12 years, I thank myself for taking that decision because I started out alone and now I have a team. So this is how I chanced upon Nu Skin, Mohan. Yeah.
All right. What an amazing story. You're very proud of being a professional in your field, but you're getting tired of earning active income, right? So you were very interested in getting passive income through this business. All right. So please then tell us more about your journey with Nu Skin. Did you have any doubts or any sort of skeptical perspective while you're developing this business in Singapore?
Yeah, definitely. Like when I first started out, I think the first year especially, I had a lot of doubts. I remember calling up my mentor at least 3 to 5 times a day, thinking I can't do this business. It's tough. How do I do this? But I think the beauty about this business is this. You have 6 uplines, 6 different mentors that you can reach out to who can guide you. Stuck somewhere with a client or a prospect, you can reach out to these people. You can learn from them. You learn different mindsets. You learn how to approach. You can get their help to talk to them. And you grow your business. It's teamwork because they are invested in the success of your business. The more you succeed, the more they succeed. It's a win-win situation. But in my normal traditional kind of practice or normal traditional business, when I'm stuck with a patient, I got no one to go to. I can't ask anyone for help. I'm stuck, literally. If I have to go and take care of a sick parent, I can't ask my mentor, can you take care of this client while I am busy running something important in my life, you know? So I think that made it very, very beautiful, this business. And I think the other thing, I think it's about personal growth in this business is really when you started out alone, you feel doubtful, you're not sure. But at the end of the day, right, it's really about, you don't have to be fearful. You don't have to be perfect. You can make mistakes, but the more mistakes you make, the better you grow, the better person you become. And this business is consistent with your personal growth. The more you grow as a person, the more you attract business builders to your team. You know, you start out alone, but after 12 years, you have a huge team. So it's really about you changing your mind shape, your perspective, and working as a team together. And I think the personal growth was immense for me, honestly. I feel now that this is a gift that we can give to people to change their lives. You know what I mean?
Right. Compared to traditional business out there, rather than being competing with someone, we have to step up someone, right? We have to beat them down
Yeah.
to get the market. But here
Yeah.
it is different. We're all helping out each other. Just like
Exactly.
today's session, Philip, he's my 14th upline, and we don't have any commission relationship right now because I'm not in his 6th generation level, right? But
Yeah.
still, he is providing his own time to share his stories, right? Help people to explore our new markets and in India. And no, this is such an awesome opportunity.
Yeah.
This is something that we can purchase it, right? Or buy it. Yes.
Yeah. And you become a
All
leader
right.
in business. You really become a leader, you know? And when you find
Right.
that you're impacting people's life, you get so motivated and then you want to give, even though you're not getting anything, but it will come back to you in many ways.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Amazing. Um, Third question I have, what if you didn't do New Skin? What if you didn't meet New Skin previously? Then what would your life is gonna be right now?
That's a very interesting question. You know, New Skin has just changed my life. I think the litmus test was COVID. When COVID happened worldwide, everybody was affected, isn't it? For me, I had my clinic in the CBD area. I was paying rent for 6 months, but I couldn't see one client because it was locked down. So I'm paying rent out of my pocket, but I can't see a client. And all my keynote speaking engagements, like I was sent to, overseas by big banks to talk to their clients, borders were closed. So those big speaking engagements were also closed. The revenue completely zeroed. At the same time, during COVID, my father was diagnosed terminally ill. And I'm the main caregiver. So it was immense stress at that one point in time. And guess what? The most interesting thing was that New Skin is already global, 54 countries, seamless, logistics, distribution was already in play. It was highly digitalized. And the transition to we doing Zoom webinars like this became just very easy. And our team growth increased by 300% during COVID, which is unheard of in any market, right? And at that time, I had made a personal decision in my life, like what Philip is saying. I knew that I will spend 100% of my time with my dad to be there for him because I don't know how long he had. And as a caregiver, it is not easy. You get up 3 a.m., 5 a.m., you rush in an ambulance and you come back. And next day, you're just exhausted. You don't have the energy to go and look for, and see a client or work, But because New Skin platform was such, its global customers were globally, we had business partners, it's a virtual digital franchising system. The revenue just came in, the passive income just came in. And it paid for all the bills. My dad was 84. He wasn't insurable. We had to buy oxygen machines. And the thing is the passive income. So I think this business gave me the biggest peace of mind in my life when I most needed it, that I don't have to worry about the money and I can be there 100% for my dad. And I was able to hold his hand at his last second of his life. But can you imagine if I didn't do New Skin? If I didn't have New Skin, I would have to go and look for patients. I would have to go and look for work. And I could have been working when my dad was breathing his last and I would have not seen him. So can you imagine that is what Nu Skin has done for me? And after my dad passed on, my mom is 80 and she is she knows that I'm around anytime I need her. You know, she sees me around, I'm working, so she doesn't feel lonely. So this is the kind of quality of life, the family love you can give. You can be rich, but what if you don't have the time? Like Philip says, then what kind of life are you living anyway? Right? This is like your life on your terms. So I think really this is how my life has been. And if I hadn't done Nu Skin, I can't imagine how it would have been, honestly.
It was such a touchy story. Yes, we work for family, right? We work for time with our family, but we sacrifice everything. We lose everything. Yes. Yes, I think during COVID, you've probably were able to get all the values that Nu Skin can give to the people around the world. Okay. All right. You're Singaporean in Indian, right? So your parents are in India and you're born in Singapore, right?
My parents live in Singapore. They married and migrated here when they were very young. So they've worked here their whole life. They lived here and we were born here. Yeah.
Okay. But your blood is Indian, right? Okay.
Yes, I'm Indian.
All right. In Indian market, well, we have chance opening in 2025, which is next year, second quarter, right? What do you think about Indian market next year? What kind of vision you see right now towards to this lifelong opportunity?
I think it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. I don't think you're going to get this opportunity for the next 20, 30 years again. India is now the largest population in the world. It's just overcome China's population, okay? The last time a biggest market was ever opened was China about 20 years ago, and that was massive. That kind of opportunity never has come until now with India. And now with India, the other thing is that it is it has one of the youngest population in the world. It is very, very digitally savvy. If you talk about IT, India, right? I mean, they are very, and the mobile penetration, the internet penetration is huge. I see a lot of our Indian friends here right now. They know that, mobile and digital and internet penetration is there. And Nu Skin is a highly, highly digital innovation company. It is setting up its structure there precisely to empower people to do a business digitally, which will then can explode exponentially like nothing we've seen. You know what I mean? And they're going to empower us. So they are going to take the heavy burden, the heavy duty task of the distribution, the logistics, the R&D. We don't have to worry about anything. All we have to do is use the products and share and become millionaires. So also because for me, India is an emotional connection. I'm Indian. And Nu Skin for me has given me the physical benefits of looking younger than my age, my health back, the financial part. I think one of the biggest thing Nu Skin does, there's also a huge intangible gain, like what Philip was talking about. Basically, a lot of times now we see in life, the crisis is big. It's a lot about the mental and emotional stress of people trying to make ends meet. Now, if we can take away a huge part of that chunk of worry, the financial worry, if that can be taken care of, basically, then you have more peace of mind and time to take care of your health, to take care of your needs, and to do the things that you love so you are happy. Because a lot of time rich people are also miserable because they got no time, right? And you have time to even nurture relationships because relationships need time. Now, with this Indian platform, it actually aligns with my life goals and my spiritual goals, which is like you want to have a meaningful life and you want to have time to do what you love. So I have more time now to contribute to charities, to do voluntary work, to do mission, right? And in India, I find that there is this same alignment. Indians are hungry, they're entrepreneurial, they have big dreams. They want an opportunity where they can have a platform where they can earn enough so they can do big things with their dreams. And Nu Skin is the exact platform at the right time that we are giving and providing for them. So, you know, they're English speaking, which makes it very easy. So for me, personally, it would be a big disservice if I don't do it because I'm Indian and, you know, it's my heritage. So yeah, I mean, just the vision is just, you don't even have to think about it. You just have to find the right Indians who are willing to do the business. And then once they are there, they will explode by the sharing. But everything is by sharing. And India is geographically massive. And I've seen personally in India, like even people in the villages, they have a mobile and they're on social media and they're doing things and they're doing their own video clips. So, I mean, this is something we can leverage on, you know? Yeah.
Wow. Yes, it is a huge opportunity. Hope all the Indians who are attending this seminar right now will be able to get this opportunity to change their life that they're dreaming for.
Exactly.
All right. Time is running off right now. Before we let Kelly go, I just want to ask all the audiences if you guys have any questions to ask. I'll get one question. I'll get one question from you guys if you have any questions. People from Korea is fine, or people from India. I see quite a few Indians here right now. So if you guys have any question to Keki, it would be nice to ask. Yes. Okay. Agrofinite, yes. Nu Skin is going to stock products in India.
Okay, so basically we are getting updates from the company headquarters. As we know, we don't have all the information. They are slowly getting things cleared with the government and how to do the business, I think, from what I understand. So most important thing is for us to start laying the groundwork. You need to do the groundwork now, 1 year ahead, so that when the market is ready, you can go in and boom, right? So the thing is that how it's going to be very digital, it's going to be very distribution network from what we find. So we don't have to worry about the stocks and the stores and all of that. All of that will be taken care of. Important is that you make that decision that you want to do the business and you're ready, and that build the business now so that you can get all the Indians in our organization when we start the business. How it's going to be done, when it's going to be done is not the issue. The question is, do you see the business and do you want to do it?
Yes.
What
an answer.
The question, the prices, yes. So let me share this slide with you. Maybe I can share this slide with you. Give me a sec. So basically, this is what we know so far. Okay. Oops. What am I doing? Hang on. Okay, sorry.
Take your time. Take your time. It's okay.
Okay, can you see this? So basically, the product pricing is going to be relevant to Indian pricing. Okay, so it's going to be attractive to the Indian pricing. It's going to be manufactured in India. So the pricing costing will be cheaper. It's going to be made in India, which appeals to Indians because they're very nationalistic, you know, that they would love the fact that the products are made in India. And so the company is smart. They're doing their research. They know what products, the right target audience, what sort of products they need. The pricing is going to be the right proposition. It's going to be made there. So, and it's also going to be highly on a digital approach. Everything is going to be very digitalized. So you probably send links and you send instructions, the distribution network, everything is going to be taken care of. So these are the headaches that we don't need to worry about, like what we are saying. In traditional business, you have to worry about all this. In this business, you don't. You don't need to worry about this. The company is going to take care of it. All we have to do is make a decision that we want to do the business, use the products, and start sharing with people. That's it. Simple.
Okay, clear answer. It answers everything.
Yeah.
Okay, any other questions? Just to let you guys know that Nu Skin is also a partnership with this company called Infosys. They're getting all the data from that company.
Infosys
I
is
heard,
big.
yeah, I heard Infosys is representing in one of the biggest company representing India, right? So by having those kind of partnership, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I think
Everything
they've
is ready.
engaged Infosys, from what I understand, to work on the distribution and logistics and whatever. So the information is coming in, and when Nu Skin goes in, they go in to succeed. I mean, they've had, like Philip said, he's been around longer than all of us. Basically, the success rate is 100%. The moment they decide to go in, they go in full out. So you're partnering a company that has 100% success record.
Right. Understood, but at the end of the day, we need to sell, so it's important to know how they can save import duties in semi-finished condition.
There's no import duties because it'll be manufactured in India.
Yes, they're gonna have local manufacturing lines and also warehouses, so we don't have to worry about it. Everything is ready. Okay. Yes, that's what we believe. They're in the process of building up the manufacturing lines right now. Okay. Yep. Any other questions? Okay, then. Yes, it's been almost 2 hours, right? It was such a wonderful time, right, to hear stories from both Philip and Keki. So please give round of applause for those for these two people.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Mohan. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much. We're gonna have another session next month. Sylvie, do you have poster for next month? Can you share that posters right now? Okay. So please refer to the poster right now. So the next session will be on the 11th of July, which will be the next month. And I would like to also tell you that if today's seminar gave you a big impression and interest, please share this awesome information to the people around you and join the next session together so that we can share more information about this opportunity, so that we can let all the people around the world can have this lifetime opportunities. Okay. So before we finish up,
I want to say
sure, Philip. Okay. Yep. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Keki. I love your sharing. Thank you, Keki.
Thank you, Philip.
Yeah. So I want to tell everyone, I tell you one thing. All the things you ask is not my concern. Nu Skin Company handle all the problem. The reason why we love Nu Skin is because we don't need to worry about the Nu Skin Company things. Factory, production, no. We don't go there. I tell you, there's only one challenge in you. Only one. If you can become type 5 or not, only one challenge. You need to understand. You need to attract 4 right people that change their life. This is what we should talk about every day. You can only make it happen if you are a butterfly. And so that you'll be very happy to offer your visions to 3 people every day. And I tell you, you will become type 5. In less than 2-3 months, your 4 right people, Indian people, they will be show up in front of you. And they will follow you and duplicate. So this is what we should think every day. So become butterfly and happy to share your visions to 3 people every day. And don't care result. Now that is my vision. Don't care about result. Because this is a filtering process. We are not able to convince anyone. But we can easily filtering people away. So that's why in less than 2 months, there were 4 people will remain and said, let's go Type 5 together. Let's go India. And I'm looking forward to see all of you next time with more and more Indian friends. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Philip. Everything is ready. What we have to do is take an action and find 4 butterflies and join this session next month with more people. All right. Okay. Before we finish off today, let's take a photo. Please turn on the cameras. We want to see all of your face. Sylvie, can you take a photo? Okay. Let's go Type 5 like this. 5.
찍겠습니다. 하나, 둘, 셋. 네, 찍었습니다.
Okay. Have a good night. Have a wonderful
Thank
day.
you. I love
And
you
we'll
all.
see you
Looking
next month.
forward to see you. Yay.
Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Ketki.
Let's rock.